in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good evening, this is the 5FM Radio Main News, the headlines. Zambia to host ICGLR defense meeting on DRC security situation. Authorities intensify crackdown on illegal fishing on Lake Mweru. And Craig, the beer ambassador elephant, dies, aged 54. This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie. The Ministry of Defense has announced that Zambia will host a 3-day high-level meeting to discuss the deteriorating security situation in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. In a statement, Ministry of Defense Principal Public Relations Officer Mr. Paul Shalala said the meeting is being held at the request of the International Conference on the Great Lakes Region, ICGLR, a request which Zambia has accepted. The meeting will take place in Livingston from Thursday 8th January to Saturday 10th January 2026 and will be hosted by the Ministry of Defense. Mr. Lala disclosed that all 12 ministers of defense and chiefs of defense CDFs from ICGLR member states are expected to attend. He explained that the ICGLR comprises Angola, Burundi, the Central African Republic, the Republic of Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Kenya, Rwanda, Sudan, South Sudan, Tanzania, Uganda, and Zambia. Mr. Shalala added that Zambia remains a strong advocate for peace, guided by President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema's belief that instability anywhere is instability everywhere. The meeting is expected to be chaired by Minister of Defense, Mr. Ambrose Lufuma. The Zambia Police Service Osaka has launched an investigation into the suspected murder of a 29-year-old woman who was found dead under unclear circumstances in Kalingalinga compound. According to Police Public Relations Officer Godfrey Chilabi, police received a report on January 3, 2026 at around 05:36 hours from a 68-year-old man of Kalingalinga compound who reported that his niece, identified as Dorcas Chimwasu, had been found dead at a house within the compound. Mr. Chilavi said police officers rushed to the scene and found the body lying outside the house with visible signs suggesting possible assault. He added that the exact time of the incident is still unknown. The body has since been deposited at the University Teaching Hospital UTH mortuary, where a post-mortem examination will be conducted to establish the exact cause of death. Police suspect foul play and have appealed to members of the public with any information that may assist in the investigation to come forward and report to the nearest police station.
The Zambia Police Service in Osaka has launched an investigation into the suspected murder of a 29-year-old woman who was found dead under unexplained circumstances in Kalingalinga compound. Police received the report on January 3, 2026, around 05:36 hours from a 68-year-old man of Kalingalinga compound who reported that his niece, Dorcas Chimwasu, had been found dead at a house within the compound. Police officers visited the scene and found the body lying outside. The body showed signs of possible assault. The exact time of death is currently unknown. The body has been deposited at the University Teaching Hospital mortuary pending a post-mortem examination to determine the cause of death. Police suspect foul play and are appealing to anyone with information that could assist in the ongoing investigation to come forward. Thank you.
In a bid to promote sustainable fishing practices and conserve local fish resources, the Fisheries Department, in collaboration with the District Joint Operations Committee, DJOC, has intensified operations to curb illegal fishing on Lake Mweru. Chiengi Town Council Public Relations Officer Mr. Wells Chifunda said that on December 27, 2025, a joint enforcement team comprising the Zambia Army, the Zambia Police Service, and the Immigration Department conducted an operation in the Lupia area. During the operation, several illegal fishermen were apprehended and assorted fishing equipment and fish were confiscated. The items included 37 illegal fishing nets, 7 bundles of ropes, 20 kilograms of fresh fish, and 7 kilograms of semi-dried fish. All confiscated items were subsequently destroyed. Mr. Chifunda explained that the operation forms part of the government's effort to enforce the annual fishing ban on Lake Meru, which runs from December 1, 2025 to February 28, 2026, in accordance with the Fisheries Act, Chapter 200 of the laws of Zambia. During this period, all fishing activities are prohibited. He urged members of the public to cooperate with authorities by adhering to the regulations. Fish farmers have been advised to notify the Fisheries Department to obtain certificates of origin for their produce, while consumers have been cautioned against purchasing fish from unauthorized vendors. The Zambia National Service ZNS yesterday held a Thanksgiving service for year 2025, reaffirming its commitment to placing God at the center of service, national duty, and leadership. Held under the theme Returning to God with a Heart of Gratitude, the Thanksgiving service brought together ZNS leadership, clergy, and service personnel to collectively honor God for his guidance, protection, and sustenance while seeking divine direction for the year 2026. The service was officiated by Bishop Harrison Sakala, senior pastor of Tabernacle of David Ministries, whose preaching centered on gratitude, humility, and obedience to God as foundational pillars for leadership, service, and national stability. And in his sermon, Bishop Sakala called on ZNS personnel to continually return to God with thankful hearts, noting that gratitude sustains faith even in times of uncertainty. Speaking during the service, ZNS Commander Lieutenant General Engineer Maliti Selochi II emphasized that prayer remains essential for everyone, regardless of rank, and thanked the organizers for reminding service personnel for the importance of gratitude. The commander further informed members of the Defense and Security Choir that the Republican President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, had promoted all active members of the choir to their next rank. The pronouncement was met with jubilation and thanks to God, intoning what the sermon had earlier talked about. The Road Development Agency, RDA, in collaboration with other stakeholders, has made steady progress in restoring road connectivity at Mpamba Bridge, a critical access point to Chief Chitungula's area in Lundazi District, Eastern Province. According to RDA Chief Communications and Corporate Affairs Manager Mr. Anthony Mulowa, backfilling works on the northern Lundazi side of the bridge had been completed, while the assembly of Akro Bridge components on the southern Mpamba side is currently underway. Mr. Mloa said the emergency repair works are expected to be completed by Wednesday, 7th January 2026. He explained that following persistent flash floods currently affecting Lundazi district, both approaches to Mpamba Bridge were washed away, rendering the structure impassable and unsafe for all vehicular traffic. In response to the situation, the RDO, working in collaboration with other stakeholders, immediately commenced emergency repair works aimed at restoring safe access and road connectivity. The RDA has since expressed regret for the inconvenience caused to the motoring public and has assured road users that every effort is being made to restore normal traffic flow as quickly as possible. The Ministry of Tourism, through the Zambia Green, Resilient and Transformational Tourism Development Project, GREAT TDP, has procured 7 Toyota Land Cruiser vehicles at a total cost of $193,659 United States dollars, marking a significant milestone in strengthening the implementation of project activities across the country. One vehicle was delivered earlier in 2025, while the remaining six were officially delivered yesterday. The procurement forms part of the ministry's broader efforts under the 1 million United States dollar World Bank financed Great TDP, which aims to strengthen the enabling environment for tourism, improve access to climate resilient infrastructure in selected tourism development areas, and expand economic opportunities in emerging tourism destinations in Zambia. Officially handing over the vehicles, Ministry of Tourism Permanent Secretary Evans Muhanga emphasized the importance of accountability, productivity, and results-driven performance. Mr. Muhanga directed officers assigned to the vehicles to ensure they are used strictly for their intended purposes, properly maintained, and kept safe at all times. He disclosed that in terms of distribution, 3 vehicles have been allocated to the tourism regional offices for Southwest, Northern Muchinga, and Copperbelt Northwestern regions. Of the remaining 4, 3 will be utilized by the project implementation unit specialist, while 1 will be assigned to the project coordinator to support project operations.
That we achieve what we have planned, we have to commit, and then what we do, we need to execute those plans, and then we deliver. As the president has always said, it's not about reporting for work every day from 8 to 17, but you should be able to have deliverables that we need to show. And as we have mentioned, Great TGP, there's a lot of course, background work that has gone into making sure that in the regions where we are going to undertake these projects, we have to make sure that we do all those, environmental safeguards and all the other studies that we do to prepare ourselves.
Speaking earlier, the acting project coordinator, Mr. Leonan Nkoma, thanked the Ministry of Tourism for the acquisition of the vehicles, stating that the investment will significantly enhance the effective and timely implementation of project activities.
The Great project is domiciled, and this, as mentioned already, our colleagues in Northern and Chinga, Copper Belt and Northwestern, and Southern and Western. Yes, I know you will emphasize the importance on the use of these vehicles in delivery of results. As you have guided, this year is a year to commit, to execute, and to deliver. And we want to take that seriously as a department and as a project, so that we align ourselves with your vision. So indeed, this vehicle.
And in other news trending this evening, Republican President and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Force, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has promoted a number of deserving Zambia Army officers and warrant officers Class 2 to their next ranks in recognition of their service and dedication to duty. The United for a Better Zambia Party has formally withdrawn its membership from the Tonse Alliance Council of Leaders. And in news from across our borders, a Kenyan elephant believed to have been one of Africa's largest male tuskers has died of old age. The parched dam, fondly known as Craig, died of natural causes on Saturday morning at Amboseli National Park in southern Kenya, conservationists confirmed. Craig had just turned 54 years old. He led a long life and no doubt fathered many cows, said the Amboseli Trust for Elephants in its farewell message. Famed for his long tusks, Craig the elephant was a major attraction at the park near the Tanzanian border. In 2021, he was named an ambassador for the popular Kenyan lager brand Tusker, a name also used for adult male elephants with tusks. And in sports news, Bafana head coach Hugo Bruce has never been one rather to bite his tongue. And on the eve of South Africa's high-stakes AFCON round of 16 clash against Cameroon, the veteran tactician has directed his fire at CAF's logistical planning in Rabat. Despite the sentimental weight of first in the nation he led to continental glory in 2017, Bruce's focus has been disrupted by what he describes as unacceptable travel times and the questionable choice of training venues. After spending the group stages transitioning between Maroc and Agadir, Bafana relocated to the capital Rabat on Friday. However, the move has been anything but smooth. Bruce revealed that the squad is being forced to commute 45 minutes each way to reach their designated training pitch. Stand by for the weather report.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Northwestern, Copperbelt, Luapula, Northern, and Muchinga provinces, including the northern parts of Eastern Province, mainly cloudy, slightly windy, and warm to mild with isolated rain and thunder. Western, Southern, Lusaka, and Central provinces, including the southern parts of Eastern Province, partly cloudy, slightly windy, and warm to mild with a chance of rain and thunder. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. The Ministry of Defense has announced that Zambia will host a 3-day high-level meeting to discuss the deteriorating security situation in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. In a bid to promote sustainable fishing practices and conserve local fish resources, the Fisheries Department, in collaboration with the District Joint Operations Committee, has intensified operations to curb illegal fishing on Lake Mweru. And finally, a Kenyan elephant believed to have been one of Africa's largest male tuskers has died of old age. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie Banda. Enjoy the rest of the evening.